Hi, I'm Aiden Rothrock, and this is Mr. Herbert, and he recently won a seat on the Lawrence City Commission. So, how do you feel about this?
Well, I'm pretty excited. I spent 5 months campaigning, and so you never want to spend that much time on something to lose. And so I made it. I finished third, which is as low as you can finish and still win a seat, but that's still a seat.
I ended up seeing some of your advertisements online, actually. That was cool.
Spent quite a bit of money on social media advertising and TV advertising and radio advertising and mailbox advertising, and there's a lot of money that went into it, that's for sure.
Right. So, do you have any specific changes you're planning on making when you're on the board?
Yeah, one of the big things we're looking at is the use of tax incentives. Right now we have a city commission that loves to give away tax incentives to developers, and we don't necessarily see a lot of results from those that are positive for the community. I'm looking to be a much more careful steward of taxpayer money when it comes to giving away tax incentives on projects.
All right. And a little more on the position you're in now. What exactly does this entail? Like, what can you do with this?
Well, on the city commission, you make changes in city code, changes in city zoning. You essentially make laws for the city. And I finishing third, I'll serve a 2-year term that will begin next Tuesday. That would be the 14th of April. And so I will serve for 2 years and be one of 5 committee members who will be in charge of voting to make laws for the city.
All right. How do you think this will impact your students, whether it be current or next year?
I think it'll be a good experience for them to actually see live government played out. Instead of just me teaching the concepts, I can actually demonstrate, this is actually what we do. This is what I'm doing tonight on the city commission, for instance. So it'll be a great deal more interactive, I suppose.
Mm-hmm. So sort of like maybe if you're learning about something specific, you'll use an example from a city commission.
Absolutely, yeah. And I would like to get in the future some students out to some city commission meetings. Almost like a field trip, only I've got to be there, and they ought to join me.
Yeah.
So.
And one final question. Actually, I know that when I was in your class, and other people have told me this, you're not the teacher to share your political views, and you have people. Do you think this will sort of affect that practice because your political views
Not at all.
More out there?
In a city commission election, it is a nonpartisan election. I did not run as a Democrat or a Republican or a Libertarian or a Communist or anything else. I just ran as Matthew Herbert, and so that's how I present myself to my students. That's how I present myself to the city. I'm proud to say that I had very liberal supporters. I had very conservative supporters. I think I represent a very moderate position to where I think people want their tax money taken care of and spent the right way. I think that's a pretty universal notion.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.